slam. Missed it. Batted out to Rondo.
A little bit of resistance there at the rim by the Lakers.
No resistance defensively for the Pelicans against that. A 10-1 run by the Lakers.
Test like we saw in that play.
George tries to pass back to Bledsoe, and the two teams swap turnovers. Wiggins, a high riser, gets out and flushes it in. 5-2 Golden State. Wiggins picked up by Morris. Couple of Jayhawks crossing blades. Into Green, wraparound pass, a whistle, and a hard foul. Looney will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. George trying to post on Green. Great contest by Green. Better offense by Paul George. That is not an easy shot. Zubac's 4 points and 4 rebounds. A couple of those came on that last possession. Again, Jayhawk on Jayhawk. Senior to the rim. Counted on a foul. During the pregame show, I 100% agree. I thought the game against the Pistons was the best 12:30 start we have seen from the Clippers. Meanwhile, Payton the second.
Kick it out to your teammates, extended possession, see if you can get a score.
Wiggins inside, no. They work it back outside for Porter. Man going to call his own number perhaps. Makes a risky pass. Intercepted by Payton the second. Drives in on George off the window and in. What a tough shot it falls. His second basket. When it's all said and done. Porter misses, but nice second effort there by the Warriors. Back to Curry for 3. 9th already for the Clippers. And now the Clippers get it right back. Bledsoe behind the defense. Gets to the rim and lays it in. Wiggins, invited baseline by George, gets to his spot, puts up a tough shot off the window. It cyclones around the cylinder.
But all that's created also, too, on the defensive end of the court.
Zubac checks in. Bledsoe takes a seat after seeing Bjelica post him. Meanwhile, Curry challenges Zoo and floats it in. Here with the Warriors, feeds it to Poole, back to Chiozza. Giant stride down the lane, ladles it to Green, and he lays it in, tying up the score at 34. Steve Kerr and Steph Curry deserve a ton of credit for maintaining the culture and the style of play over the past couple of years. Bledsoe in handcuffs after picking up his dribble. Finds George, picked up by Wiggins. Rises from 20. All cotton for Paul George. Starting to warm up. He get over to man. Risky pass all the way.
Saw it.
And Poole in for the flush. 11 turnovers for the Clippers. They've been able to get there rather easily so far. Curry, great look at a 3. Yep, you knew that was going down. And now the Warriors lead by 1. Green into the paint and late. Green not going to shoot it. Poole will. Misfires. Rebounded. Great one inside by Looney. Back to Curry. The floater is good. George, a good contest by Wiggins, ultimately blocked Curry the other way. Sidesteps George. Fakes the pass, delivers it. Make the shot. Wiggins gets behind the defense and then retracts. And now the Warriors reset. Curry, deep 3. It's good. If there's ever a player that can sense blood in the water. If you would have told me the Clippers would have 17 turnovers here in the third quarter and they only trail now by 5, I'd say, where do you sign? Mark their last 3 shots here to third quarter. George, the drive and the dish, and that is turnover number 7 on George. Poole races back the other way and lays it in. George into the paint, finds an open Terrence Mann, a catch and shoot 3, book it! And the Clippers cut the lead in half, 60-57. Mann accelerates and plays back to Hartenstein. Turnover Clippers, Porter Jr. to Poole for 3 in transition. It's good. It's a 5-point swing. George hesitates for a moment, picked up by Wiggins. Fades, fires, fills it up 17 for Paul George, and now Poole gets a great screen from Green, comes up firing. That's back-to-back triples for Jordan Poole, 33% on the year. In the previous 2 games, George picked up by Poole. And that's back Back-to-back buckets for Paul George. He has 19. Trail by just 6, all things considered. Hartenstein gets free inside to the rim with a left hand. Counted on a foul and send that young man to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Now on the switch by Hartenstein with a couple of threes, swiveling away, trying to find Curry and does. 5 to shoot. Back to Poole for 3. His third in about 2 minutes. Poole has erupted with 14 total points, and the Warriors now lead 72-66. George retaliates. Oh, book it! Dueling banjos here in downtown LA. Paul George has made his last 3 shots from the field. He's 8 of 18 overall. Poole for 3. Oh, he's so good he can bank them in. Back to Kennard. Aggressively goes into the paint, loses the ball. Turnover number 23. Curry playing the playmaking role. If the Clippers were just terrible at protecting the ball today, they would have a 10-point lead. Curry down the lane. Are you serious?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Toscano Anderson spins his way down the lane, a bit out of control. Makes up for it up at the peak of his leap and lays it in. George drives on Wiggins, steps away from the basket. Oh, flings in a tough shot from 20. Paul George now with 24. Clippers led early by 7. The turnovers caught up to them. Curry, deep 3. Against the Mavericks, 89-77. George with 27. Curry, great look at a 3. After picking up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, picked up his 3rd early in the second. Curry does it again. And Steve Kerr went out of his way to mention how he's a two-way player, can defend the wings and, of course, can score. As George knocks down the triple, 98-80. Clippers turn right around tomorrow and play the Pelicans, a team where they led by 20 in the first half last week. Curry.
He's had some on-court activity. That means he will suit up tomorrow.
Great ball movement inside, starting with Coffey to Hartenstein. It has seemed to be throughout the start of this year. It is New Orleans tomorrow, Sacramento Wednesday, Lakers Friday. Was there for the taking. The waters had never been muddier in a game this season than they were from about the 8 to 4 minute mark in that 3rd quarter. Hartenstein flushes it in with the right hand. A flurry to close the 3rd.
Doumbouya. We're exerting, trying to do too much. But right here, watch the recovery. You saw that Doumbouya had to change his angle, and he swatted it out of there, just not giving up on the play.